Well, today's video is about two questions that we've been getting rather frequently lately, and that's mainly my part because I have brought it up before. But the studio tanks that you see behind me, one question is, can we see them? Can we see them up close? Give us an update? No, that's usually the answer. But today, well, maybe, kinda. Second question is, are you gonna rescape them? I actually alluded to that I really wanted to rescape them, change them up. The answer is no, not really. Well, welcome back to the small Scape. Yes, these studio tanks here have been like this for I don't know how long. It's been a while. I really want to change the entire backdrop. So first question is, I need your help. Should we change the whole backdrop? Mr. Primetime is not really on board. He's open for me changing the tanks, but nothing else. He doesn't want the cubes changed, which I just want a whole new backdrop, or even I get a different one. The room is very small. You wouldn't believe how small this room is, but I would like my own backdrop, and then he can have his own different backdrop. Let me know. What are your thoughts? Should we switch it up or leave it? Let me know. So the purpose of today's video is why there's actually four issues that I do not like the tanks back there, but they're actually reasons why I'm not really planning on changing them. Mysterious, right? Well, first, let's start off with tank number 4. There are a number of issues, mainly temporary planting. I have a collection of crypts, different crypts that I recently got. They're beautiful, but wasn't sure where I was gonna put them. I wanna have a really nice scape. Wasn't sure, so just for the meantime, that's where they're sitting. Is it their permanent location? Did I design a scape specifically for them? No. And I even have a Nubius still in the pot, an Anubias that was gifted to me from Agno Aquatics. Love this Anubias, but right now, this tank is really a temporary scape. It's just basically holding plants for me right now. That's why I don't like it. Am I gonna change it? Not right now, because I don't know where their forever home is going to be. So for right now, they're gonna be growing and loving life, and that's where they're gonna sit. Number 2, this is one of my favorites of these tanks, and this is the footage that you're seeing is before I'm cleaning the tanks. They just don't look really good right now, but I wanted to give you the whole tour in all their glory. This tank number 2 demonstrates a couple of issues, namely green hair algae. Yes, there is a lot of algae in this tank that builds up, but why am I not going to change it? Why do I not just totally gut the tank? Because I've got babies in there. Lots of little tiny Heterandia formosa, the least killifish, but these are the golden variety. And there are so many little babies in there, and they love it. They get to pick through all the algae. They love it. They're coming out, and I can see them a whole lot more. They're happy. I don't want to disrupt them, so that's why the green hair algae is specifically staying in that tank. Now, tank number 1 and 3, the green hair algae isn't working out as well because of the choice of plants in their subwasser tank. And yes, I know that's not how you say it, but that and then Java moss. Those two plants do not go well with green hair algae because it gets all mixed up. Not good, because when you want to remove the green hair algae, you're also removing your plants. Just keep that in mind. Now the third issue is also in tank number 2, and that is, you see my corkscrew valve is coming up along the front of the glass. That's not normally how you aquascape a tank, is to have your high plants coming up, just totally blocking your view. Why am I not going to change it? Same reason, because I got little babies. And these fish are generally very, very shy, and this planting that's coming up towards the front allows me to see them. They're frequently, the little babies are right along the front, so I can see them all the time. I'm not changing it because I'm not changing my scape yet, and I want my corkscrew valve to grow on too. So sometimes with a tank, you just let your plants grow because you want them to grow up taller and bigger for maybe their forever home in a larger tank. And then issue number 4 is there are a lot of plants in here that are not permanently attached. There, especially a lot of the Anubias, because I don't know where I'm going to be putting them in the future. So it gives me a lot of flexibility. There's really no stress knowing that I've attached them with super glue or with string or any kind of permanent affixing. I just know that I can pull them out at any time. I just make sure that they don't float because, you know, floating Anubias, not good. It's just not a good look. The leaves get all weird. But I know that I can move them at any point. It gives a lot of flexibility. So For right now, if they float up, I just stick them back down, and no stress. So that's kind of a little update, a mini update on the tanks back there, but please let me know, what would you do? Would you totally gut the back? Would you just totally switch up the background, or would you split it? Have me have a totally different background and Primetime have a different one for like the live streams on Wednesdays, Water Change Wednesday, and then I get a different backdrop. What are your thoughts? What do you think? And then also, do you have some tanks where there's some major issues where you're like, oh, I really don't like that, but I am not going to change it? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.